We're taking questions today, answering questions today. This is the Maine Center for Coastal Fisheries here in Stonington, Maine. The noise that you hear in the background, there's a granite quarry. It's foggy today, so you can't see the little islands that's out around us, but the noise you hear is a torch that is melting the granite. And they've been cutting granite off of this island since back in the 40s. I always kid people and I tell them every time they take one of those big blocks off, the island comes up an inch. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think so. That rock is pretty heavy.
Hi Leroy, this is Jim from Carlsbad, California. And I was calling today because I'm wondering if, in addition to the lobster fishing that goes on in Maine, if there's any harvesting or collecting of mussels off of rocks. Thank you very much, Leroy, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
There's two different ways that we collect mussels. One way is that the bigger boats have a steel drag with a net bag on it, and they drag it on the mud. And they also have what we call farm-raised mussels. They build like a big raft with a hole in the center and strings around the sides, and they start the little mussels in a net bag, and as they grow in the bag, they also grow them on a string. We have two different varieties. One's called a horse mussel, which is like 4 inches long, very strong, very bitter, not really good for human consumption, I don't think. And then we have the little ones that's 2.5, 3 inches long. Once they get to that point, they are delicious. They smoke them, and they make excellent chowders. And there's several ways that we can eat them. So it's a very, very popular product along the coast of Maine and inland from the coast. They do get them on the rocks, but the beard or the tentacles or whatever you want to call it that attaches it to the rocks is very difficult to extract from the part that you eat. Most generally, you will tear that part. And however, the ones that's on the rocks are very clean. They're up out of the mud, and the meat in there, in the stomach and the mussel is very clean. They most generally purge themselves every day. If you go online, I'm sure you can get the mussel farms online, and they will air freight them to you. Even in California, they ship them all over the world, but they will ship them, pack them in ice, and ship them to you next day air if you want Maine mussels. So I hope that answers your question for you. It's a big business. Yeah.
My name is Mark Thompson, giving you a notification call from our Department of Tax Debt and Financial Settlement Services. There are new programs that can help you reduce or eliminate your debt completely.
Yeah. I got a lot of debt I'll send you. You pay them all if you want. I'm going to leave the state. Address unknown.
Leroy, my name is Ruth from Chicago. My family of 8 are planning to visit New England this summer. And is there such a thing as a lobster trail if we were to start from Boston and head north all the way up through Maine and, that whole coastal area? Thank you.
Probably you start in Boston and eat all your way to Maine. They serve it everywhere in New England. It's like a staple in New England. And the lobster dinners and things are very popular, especially along the coastal areas. We're in an ideal spot where we are. We live here on an island off the coast of Maine. We're about centrally located in the state. There's probably 500 fishermen here in this area, that fish for lobsters, and they fish year-round. Not all of them, but a good part of them. You can see the lobsters come in on the boats. You can sit on the beach and eat a lobster dinner, or you can get a lobster roll at the little takeouts along the way. Where we are here, the Maine Center for Coastal Fisheries, we have a live tank inside the building that is full of the product that is caught in this area. And you're allowed to hold the animals and examine them. And if you have children, they love it. It becomes very personal, and a lot of information we share with you about the whole fishery, from, you might say, from the boat to the table. We have a working trap that's inside. We can explain that to you, how it's put together, how it's built, and so forth. Okay? Thank you for your question.
All right, we got one more question.
One more question.
One more question.
Let's go.
All right.
Hi, Leroy. I love your program. This is Richard from Wells, Maine. Can you tell me what the best and most effective way to purge clams before steaming them? Your experience should help in this. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
I would recommend a bucket for a short time. Check the quality of the water, and if you're near the water, change the water often. I don't recommend hanging them off a dock, because a lot of the boats come in and before they go home they pump their bilge. So that probably wouldn't be too tasty in your clam chowder. Although some people like it, I suppose, but I don't think I'd go for it. Hope that answers your question. When you get a bucket, call me. I'll come down and help you eat them. Okay, we're going to sign off. This is the Maine Center for Coastal Fisheries here in Stonington, Maine. Please call in with your questions. 224-58 Leroy, and we will answer your questions on the next video. Thank you very much. Keep them coming.